Today on Pilina, we're diving into the world of luxury on wheels with the team behind TLC, the Limo Company. From seamless airport transfers to unforgettable rides for weddings, retreats, and exclusive events, TLC isn't just about getting from point A to B, it's about the journey. With over 20 years of experience and trusted as preferred transportation partner of the Four Seasons Resort Maui since 2006, Pearson, Dayton, and Ken have built a company rooted in professionalism, attention to detail, and true aloha service. So let's buckle up, ride into the story behind Maui's premier luxury transportation company. This is Pilina. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Hey.
Sorry for the many intros.
Only if they knew.
Yeah.
So let's start off with the Pilina that you folks have together. How do you all know each other?
Well, that's my younger brother, Dayton, and this is our best friend, Ken, that we all grew up together. We started our hospitality career at the same hotel.
Nice.
So
Which one?
the Grand Wailea.
Grand Wailea,
Yeah.
okay.
Working as valet and drivers.
Yeah.
Pool attendant.
Pool
in the
attendant.
beginning.
We started as
Pool
pool
attendant
attendant
first, yeah.
Pool attendant.
And then moved up to
Yeah.
being drivers and valet.
Oh, cool.
We were the only Filipinos down there.
In Wailea.
In Wailea.
So let's start from the beginning, how TLC came to life and the meaning behind the name, if there's any. If it's purposely meant TLC, like tender loving care, like is that just,
It's, when we had a guest at the hotel, Dayton, he was working for a
Graphic design.
graphic design. Me and Ken was still at the hotel, and we had this guest that comes probably 4 or 5 times a year, and we were designated to be his personal driver. 24 hours a day, whenever he needed us, we was there. And throughout the years, he said, "Hey, you guys should start your guys' own business." Like, yeah, that's not what we want to do. We never looked at starting our own business, especially being local. Like we didn't ever thought about being in the industry. We just loved what we do. Mm-hmm. And then one day during Christmas, I remember we was sitting at the hotel, Four Seasons Hotel, and they were eating dinner at Spago's, and me and Ken was sitting down at the desk, and we was looking through the advertiser or the Maui News, and we saw a PUC for sale,
Yeah.
the license. And I was like, "Oh, look at this. This is what you think?" So I called the guy right away. We made a deal, and then 2 weeks later, we had a license, and we was like, "Okay, now what do we do? Now what?"
Yeah.
So then, we had another business partner in the beginning named Alex, and he helped us along, got all of our numbers and our stuff together, and then
Going through the names.
going to that, and then we were sitting down at my house watching TV, and we were watching TLC channel.
learning
Like,
channel.
"Oh, what about TLC, the Limo Company?" I was like, "Hey, that sounds like a catchy name," and it was just that name stuck with us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Dayton, we asked Dayton to come along and join us, and and it was a fun journey. I asked my uncle, he's no longer with us, and without Uncle Jim, we wouldn't be talking to you guys. Our company wouldn't be here. But we sat down with him to
Pitch the idea.
pitch the idea, and he laughed at us. It's like, "This thing not gonna work." And being Uncle Jim is like, okay, and then man, now what we're gonna do? We can't take out $100,000 to buy vehicles. And then 2 weeks later, he called, "Pierce, I got our first car." Like, "What you mean we got our first car?" "Yeah, we in business." So we all sat down, and he said, "Okay, for me to put money in this business, you guys all gotta quit." And he was looking at each other like, "Oh, we gotta quit our jobs. What you talking about?" So everybody loves to be entrepreneurs until you making a living, with mortgages and families.
You're in
Yeah.
the mix.
During the mix, and then you end up not working for 2 years and getting paid $500 a month. and it really,
It's a sacrifice.
grounded us.
Yeah.
The journey from day one to now, it grounded us so much that we had to fight every single day to be where we're at. Every run, everything, and we're up in the morning washing cars. In the beginning, we were doing runs every single day.
Answer the phones.
phones,
Make reservations.
Miss parties, everything.
For years.
Parties,
yeah.
baseball, graduations, wedding anniversaries.
A lot of sacrifices.
In the beginning, we would greet our own flights, right? And we would greet our own flights, help them expedite the bags to the vehicle, drive, and dispatch at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even know how to
We
do
didn't
it.
have that much help, and we made it work. We didn't know how to fail. We just
Figuring it out along
Yeah.
the way.
On the fly.
we pretty much, I mean, not to sound arrogant or boast, but I think we wrote the blueprint of the way transportation is now in Maui. Because when we started, we had black vehicles, and people were like, look at these guys, they're coming in and they're wearing,
They look like funeral.
they get black shirts on and looks like funeral cars. And then next thing you know, 3-4 years down the line, everybody's switching their vehicles out to black.
Did it start with limos or?
It actually started off with, we
With-
started
no,
off
with
with
an
a town
Escalade.
car and an Escalade.
It was an Escalade
Yeah.
first.
The town car was first, right?
No,
Yeah.
we bought the town car here.
Yeah.
We flew to Honolulu and bought it.
Escalade and then a Lincoln Town Car.
Yeah.
2 cars.
And then we finally got the limousine.
I had to use my mortgage. I took out a loan to go buy our first limo.
Wow.
This runs deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we trusted
Literally
in
blood.
what we know
Yeah.
best, and that was the service and the aloha that we grew up with, and that we strive to always perpetuate when we work. And that's kind of been the blueprint of what we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think makes your folks' team dynamic work so well after all these years in business? And sort of what keeps you guys all striving towards your goals?
First is God. God is the center of everything we do. It's the foundation. We've been through so much, like the financial crash to COVID to the fires, to the earthquakes, and that shut our Maui down. So we've been through so much, and we always persevere. And I always give it up to Him before we do anything. And many times when we don't, we end up on the verge of losing everything. So it always brings us back to the middle where this is where you need to be. You don't have to do more than that. So that's to us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been the foundation from the get-go.
From day one.
And it just got stronger throughout the years because we needed something to lean into when we get into trouble. And every time we get into trouble, that was that.
It was the anchor.
Anchor, yeah. That, I mean, of all things in our lives, actually.
We have a super team. Everybody there is either family by blood or family, and we have an awesome team, and we take time to hire people because it's not just about you being able to have a CDL driving, or you've been this with experience in this. It's the nucleus and the chemistry, and I think that's such an important part. Everybody believes in our same goal and our same mission, and we live by that mission statement.
Yeah, we do. we put our employees first before anything else. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
And if we, I always say, happy cow, happy milk, happy employees, happy guests. And that's true. Like, we love on them so much that we look past our families and we put them before our families, which is bad and good at the same time.
Yeah.
But, we do because, we love them. We really, 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 really love our guys. And without them, we wouldn't be where we're at.
Shout out to Frankie and Brandon and everybody else.
TLC family.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
All of those guys, they're holding it down for us to be here because we even had our two main, the heart of the company, and with Beth and Stacy guys, they were just here. We did some meetings over here in Oahu, and the guys holding down the fort, you know, they always pull through.
Yeah, we got the best team.
Yeah, we do.
You
We have the-
guys, TLC family.
we love you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for you guys.
Yeah. And a lot of them have been with you guys from the beginning.
Yeah.
A lot of them. A lot of them. They've been through ups and downs, did a lot of sacrifices. I mean,
Yeah.
not enough words.
Yeah.
Honestly, not enough words.
So Uncle Pearson, there's a level of excellence that you demand in this business. Has that always been a part of who you are?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, my mom, you know, she always would say, you know, you better treat others the way how you want to be treated, and that was the golden rule for our family. And then second is, you share my name, you get lickings. So excellence to us is important.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, we know how it feels, you know, for the value of what we put out, and throughout our lives, working in the hotel industry brought that out for us.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like local people, when we don't work in the hotel industry or anything, it's different mindset.
Yeah.
People think different in this life, where they don't look at how tourism money helps the economy. You know, everybody has those left and right on it. We look at it as, you know, without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And with tourism and hospitality, it feeds everything. And, you know, why do we have to treat people like, you know, like that? We're not born that way,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like, aloha is aloha. It's a strong word, you know. That's giving a piece of me to you, you know. And then when you go back home, you're like, wow, I love Hawaii. These guys are amazing. And not everybody, but majority is like love aloha. So.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of businesses and people, like residents of Hawaii, dealt with that during COVID too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough right now in the industry, you know. So we need aloha.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah. No, definitely.
What are some experiences that have shaped the leader that you are today?
Me, a lot. I failed a lot. I am not afraid to what's on my mind, what I say,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and I take chances, you know. And it's calculated, because I mean, I'm that type of person that will run scenarios through my head over and over and over, and I'll execute. But I'll fail at it, and then I'll know, like, oh, yeah, we're not gonna do that. But that's the experience, you know.
Yeah.
And
Lessons,
that's the kind of leader I am.
Yeah.
I'll run through the door if I have to.
Yeah.
To prove that
Yeah.
hey,
He
this
goes
thing
first.
works, but we gotta go. And if I hit the wall and I bounce back, it's like, hey, that's not a good place to go.
Yeah. So Uncle Ken, you've been through your own personal journey to get here. So was there a moment in your life that tested you and ultimately set you up for success in this space?
I think not one specific moment, but sequence of events. But the success and what we're doing now. So no one defined moment, but like he said, the mistakes that we go through, personal life or TLC, that brings us to present day.
Yeah.
So it's just, I mean, just growing as a person throughout makes me and us successful at the same time. So not one moment, but learning from those mistakes, like Pearson said, makes us successful and the success that we have today.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it shows you as leaders in your company. It definitely trickles down to the employees. I mean, I've witnessed it myself, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like Pearson said, we failed so many times, and that way we can teach those guys, and just to be not just as employees, to be entrepreneurs or better people
Yeah.
for the community, you know, or for the world, for that matter too. So, not only in business but in life.
And that, I feel like that professionalism carries in your personal life, like in the everyday. Like when you're not working, that's just who you are.
That's who we are.
And
It's
that's
embedded in us.
Yeah, and that's how it should be as an entrepreneur and I don't know, just a person in general.
Yeah, it's failure is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And
Failure
not
is the
being
best teacher.
not being afraid to admit it either.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, we just look at that as you know, a block of, okay, it ain't gonna work. So now we have to, you know, gather and move a different direction. And if you don't do it, how are you gonna know?
Yep, always finding a way to pivot,
Yeah.
Especially in this business.
especially in the
You gotta pivot.
So what are some things that help you folks stay true to your values as you know you guys experience things as entrepreneurs in your industry, and you know, just like you mentioned, having to always pivot? What are some things that help you folks sort of stay true in your mission?
Just staying rooted and just not changing. Like what you see is what you get. Like we wear our heart on our sleeves, and we all came from families that have hard work and brought us to being here, and it's been instilled within us ever since, right?
Since ever.
So with that said, like, you know, and that's kind of where the success comes from, is because we don't know how to fail, because we don't allow ourselves to put us in that position, because we don't look at it as a failure. We look at it as a lesson. All right, how are we going to do this better next time, and the next time, and the next time? And so we try to prepare, you know, like when we go into pickups and do runs, you know, our pickup is at 1 o'clock. A lot of times we get there half an hour to an hour earlier just to set ourselves up, you know, the preparation and trying to train our drivers to be, you know, to be there, because it's not just about the service, it's about trying to adapt to the situations, because in the transportation industry, everything changes. You're stuck in traffic, your reservations. We're already on saying, hey guys, base, can you let Mama's Fish House know we're going to be a little bit late. We have some traffic, estimated time about 20 minutes. 10-4. We talked to them. It's like, hey, Mr. and Mr. Johnson, we already spoke with Mama's Fish House, so they're expecting you guys to be a little bit late. You know, and that shows. You don't have to do that, but it's always just trying to be prepared and getting ourselves ready and ready to do whatever we need to when it doesn't go the way it's supposed to go, right? And we love those moments. We thrive in those moments. We embrace it. We don't we're not fearful of those situations, because then you don't have any control, but you can do what you can and do your best. And that's kind of, I think, what our strengths are in that. And in this industry, especially with having the Four Seasons as your clientele, you're dealing with the 5%ers and celebrities and dignitarians. You know, there is no failure. You know, and you got to be on it. You know, so you know we still stay lighthearted. We still the same people. We don't go overboard with our aloha. We are genuine and honest at what we do, and that way you can't, you know, what you see outside of work is what you're gonna see inside of what our work is. And so I think that would be.
And our wives.
Yes.
Our wives keep us.
They keep us humble.
Yeah.
They keep us
100%.
humble, and they keep us straight.
That. Yep.
They're the unsung heroes.
Our wives are the anchors for us. You know, other than God, they're the one that keep us in check.
Keep it real.
Keep us real. Question us when we're going off course. Yeah, they're like the GPS for us.
Yeah.
We're the actors and the actors with the cape. They're the stunt doubles that do the real work.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna love you after this.
Shout you guys out.
So Uncle Dayton, you've built real Pilina connections with a lot of people around the world. Can you share maybe some of the ones that are important? I mean, they're all important, but some of the most memorable ones that you've built connections with that come to mind?
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm the most requested driver.
Yeah.
I have a lot, and I think that's the biggest thing is it's just the natural way of connecting with a lot of these guests. And I think what I was saying earlier about just the genuine, the genuosity, and just us being ourselves and not trying to go overboard and try to give too much service. I think that is what the guests really pull towards. And so I've had the ability to drive one guest, and then throughout the years now it's like I'm their personal driver, and then I'm getting complimented by the GMs like, hey, Mr. So and so, like this, and next thing you know, I'm doing security service for a lot of the guests. Particular families like that particular family that I've been doing work for, to the point where I actually got offered to work for the family. But that alone, it's like you have a billionaire client that trusts you with their most prized possession, which is their kids. Like that's such a heavy job, and it's a draining job, and it's very time consuming. I gotta fly to California and wherever he's going, and I help, and I love it. And you know, it taught me a lot. And you see a lot when you're in that different tax bracket. You see how much people really is within your circle, and you see how much people try to take advantage. So I've seen a lot of that, and I've also had some billionaire clients that taught me a lot, you know, along the ways. And yeah, I have so many guests that I can it'll probably be another podcast. But it's a humbling experience because. And that's the thing. It's not like, you know, everybody comes back and it's like, bro, you drove so and so, and you take care of so and so. You call them up, like they call you on your phone. It's like, yeah, and it's like for us, it's just like it's a natural thing because it's like any other guest.
Right.
We treat them as much as it's the same as if we treated another guest. And people look at it like they get starstruck, and it's not. It's I don't know what it is. It's not like we're numb to it. It's just we have a job to do, right? And
Right.
our job is to go ahead and do that. And so I
Stay
always
professional.
ask, you know, like, hey, I'm looking at the folio. One of your guys' friends, they're charging a lot to the things. Well, how do you want me to handle that? And he's just like, you know, it's okay, you know. And I'm like, you sure, you know? And then I go and talk to them, you know, and it shows that, you know, I'm not here just working for money. I'm here because I care. You're paying me to protect your kid and protect you guys, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what I do. And it's been quite the journey because I've watched this kid before I was working with the family before he was even born.
Wow.
And then all the way to going to his graduation,
Wow.
and also offering to shadow him in his school studying on the East Coast.
Wow.
I'm like, I cannot. I have
Yeah.
my family. And we have our business to run over here too, you know, and home is where the heart is. And that was more important to me than making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I know you're an entrepreneur with another business, if you want to share that, and how your experience with TLC kind of led to that.
Yeah. So me and my wife have Fam Clothing. This is one of the shirts.
Yes, yes.
And it's been quite the journey. A little bit of background. I'm a graphic designer. I was always into art, so I went to school in Seattle for graphic design. Learned the trade of graphic design. Came back here, did some design work, and worked for a design firm. Took a huge pay cut from Seattle. You know, was about to have a baby, and we just moved here, and I started working at the Grand Wailea because the money was equal to what I was getting paid. And so I left the graphic design to go and work at the hotel. Was working there, and then he's like, hey, we start a limousine company. Wow, 5 years, we're gonna be golfing, you're gonna need work. Bro, a lot of time on your hands. I'm like, bro, let's do it. Let's do it. And I was like, and then he's like, okay, I need the logo, this and that. So I'm designing the logo. Fast forward 20 years now, we're still working 24 hours. We don't golf. But in all seriousness, it's been quite the journey. And without TLC, I don't think I would be able to push FAM. I could push FAM creatively, but the structure and what I learned, the trials and tribulations and the successes and the failures, everything that I've learned helped me mold FAM to where it's at right now, and push it to where it's going.
Yeah.
You know. So as far as that goes, yeah, learning a lot through the hospitality industry and working with family, because you know, a lot of times it working with family doesn't work out. It's hard because a lot of people see dollar signs and money,
Yeah.
and we stayed true to that. That wasn't ever our objective. It was more or less trying to build something from the ground up, and taking bits and pieces of that and the important parts of that help me not just in my clothing brand, but in life in general.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's been quite the journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It was.
Yeah.
We bought
It is.
You know, when he told us, hey, let's go start this company. And okay. So, you know, we were at a hotel room, and then okay, well, let's back it. So we all backed it,
Mhm.
you know, and we were going through it, and then we went, you know, we spent thousands and thousands of dollars buying new equipment, and we wanted to print our own.
Mm.
And we went to school in
Oregon.
in Oregon or Vancouver, Washington. We went to his class.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know.
yeah,
We
we actually
learned how
got
to print.
certified to
Oh,
Print
wow.
shirts.
print. And,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it started. And then we started printing his stuff. And then,
Uh-huh.
okay. And then we got too busy, and then me and Ken, you know, we gave up our shares and gave it to him
Mm.
because we weren't in the, you know, graphic, and we wasn't had time to nurture the business, and it
Mhm.
wasn't fair. I felt for me, personally, like I own 33% of this company, and he's doing all the work,
Mm.
you know. So me and Ken, you know, we decided, hey, you know, let's give it to him.
Mhm.
So we signed over our shares, and with that, Dayton and Zareen grew the company 10x
Mm.
because then that was theirs of their own, and they could
Yeah.
do whatever they wanted. They needed our permission for do these things, and you know, financially they put a lot of money into the business, and they grew it to where it is today. We were in our shop and at the Limo Company in our base. That's where we were selling clothes out of,
Oh, wow.
you know.
Yeah.
And today they have a store, they have a website.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My wife is the unsung hero on this. She pushed the envelope on that and wanted to go in a direction where I was kind of holding back on a little bit.
Mm.
And we end up going in that direction, and she pushed it to that point to where we should be opening up here in Pro Ridge soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It is.
the whole printing thing again, that was somewhat of a failure. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it failed only because time. We didn't have the time to nurture that as we did with TLC. So if you put the time into that and not TLC starts to take a back seat.
Yeah.
And so that's another thing why we had to kind of pivot and go back into like, hey, wait, let's ground ourselves over here, bro. Like we have this business, like you know what I mean? Like
Kinda
there's
just-
you know,
Kinda just stop.
we gotta be
Right.
here. We have to.
Yeah.
It's important for us to be here. So
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. Is that your like heart and passion, designing though?
Designing, yes, designing, and because I do a lot of free design too, a lot of pro bono. Because if I
That's
see,
another episode.
so if I see if I see companies and like startup companies, I always, even though I don't have the time, I always put myself in that position. But I thrive in like last minute stuff. It's like, all right, I told this guy I was gonna do this logo. It's been 2 weeks. I didn't have no time to do it, but I'll take an hour and I'll just smash this logo, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, like this is perfect. Like, how much do I owe you?" And I was just like, "Oh, I want you to be successful, but I'm good."
Mm.
You know, like Maui Company was one. They would come
Oh,
over,
wow.
and you know, remember Maui?
Mhm.
Yeah. So they came up, and I was like, "Who who did your logo?" It's like, "Well, you don't like them, yeah." And I was like, "Well, this depends. If you did them, like, if 'cause I can tell you this, the symbol over here, it has to be something symbolic to your family, or it's like family crest, because it's all over it, and it has nothing to do with lihimui." And he's like, "Yeah, you know," and so I says, like, "Let me work on that a little bit, shoot it at him." And he asked me, he's like, "Oh, send me the bill." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." And he just gave us some like lihimui, and you know, it was nice. But I love designing, and I like looking at like art and expressing that through art, and being in the Limo Company for so long, and then going back into it. I always wanted to put my foot back into design because it was such a big part of me.
Yeah.
And what better way to do it than starting a clothing brand, right? So
And you guys give back a lot to the community too.
yes,
Yeah.
we do. We do a lot, and we don't really post a lot about it because I feel like, you know, there's some parts where people say you should post it and let people know, so that way you inspire more people to give back. And we try to discreetly, But I just feel like if you're gonna help, you're gonna help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It almost feels like I try and call out other brands and be like, let me
Yeah.
check your receipts, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? So I mean, but a lot of people help, a lot of the brands help, but I think it's such an important thing for us to help. Even with TLC, we do a lot of donations and a lot of giving back, especially with Make-A-Wish Foundation. We love to help out with that, and you know, we don't just provide the vehicles, we go and get gifts for them, and then fam comes back and, you know, gives them some clothes, whether they're gonna do a trip to Disneyland or,
Oh, wow.
so it's kind of like a connection, right? Everybody connects, but I honestly think that it's such a huge part of both TLC and fam clothing is to give back and not forget about your community.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's super important. Like we also like hire high school kids, you know, senior high schools when they're ready to go, and we kind of teach them the ways, whether it be from greeting, whether it be detailing the cars, or helping us, you know, get the cars prepped. So we try to help out as much as we can. We try to work with Kealani, Fairmont Kealani, where they're doing some programs where we're bringing in more kids. So we do work with some teachers from Maui High,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, cool.
they'll suggest some kids. And whether they're knuckleheads or not,
Yeah.
we like them, you know, because you get to show them that, you know, and they get to see success and see work right now in the work field, and you know, it's a little bit, to me, that's just real life. It's not any curriculum at school. You can't give that, you can't teach that, right? And so when you have that and helping these kids out, and you see them, you know, one of the kids from, I think it was Baldwin, is one of our driver's son. You know, he's working, he's learning, this super quiet kid, but you know, hard worker, comes back, and now he's in like,
He's going to
in the Navy, I think?
Navy.
Air Force or Navy now, and he comes back, and when he's on his free time, he comes to work again. So it's always, you know, their success is our success, and it's awesome to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome. What do you think clients value most about your folks' service?
Us is just being real and inviting them into our lives.
Being genuine.
You know, like this, talking stories. That's the goal for us.
Personable, yeah.
Right. You know, like picking up a guest and turning them into a friend or family is the goal every single time. And for us, we have so much repeat guests that come every year. They become families, like how, you know, like how Dayton and all of our clients are that we have personally. And then when we meet new ones, it's just another challenge again. Like, hey, and you know, that's what we do day in and day out.
And what separates us a lot from a lot of companies too is that we're very full service. And when I say full service, I'm talking about being a super nanny. To like, we're coming in from Canada. We have a shopping list. Can you get this? Can you get this? Can you get this to the hotel? The hotel is gonna get this. Can you get it wrapped? Whatever they need, you know, and we get the job done. You know, by any means
above and
necessary.
beyond.
Yeah.
And
Whatever. When you have that, these guests are like, no way, this guy get this.
Oh yeah.
I tell you this, I had a client that wanted Davidoff's cigars that you cannot find in Maui, right? And he's like, I was like, oh, sorry, Miss, I don't think, we don't have that in Maui. He's like, okay, so we'll need it by this afternoon. I was like, shit. So I'm like, okay, so we're going over there. We're calling everybody in Oahu. So we literally send one of our drivers on a plane to get it. We hired a limo company to pick it up with a badge to come up to the airport and get it to him. And he hopped on the next plane back and he delivered it to the hotel. And I was like, here you go. He's like, I knew you could do it. Like, shit.
Test.
And in the same day, he's like,
scenarios.
I need more Cristal bottles. I was like, and we specifically need rosé. And I was like, we went through the whole island. You bought the island out. Like, we went everywhere. So I had to get from Ritz-Carlton and I think it was Sheraton, the last 4 bottles.
Wow.
And brought it to the hotel. And money wasn't an object, but it almost felt like it was a game to him. And for us, we thrive.
We
bring us
love
all.
that. We love it. We love it.
I mean,
But that was the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know you won't cut this out. So, but
the pigeon. Let's do the pigeon.
yeah, well, the pigeon,
Yeah.
the pigeon. So we had this client say, "Hey, I love racing pigeons." I said, "Okay. can you find some for me? I'm like, what do you mean find? Huh? What is racing pigeons? So he said, okay, just go take my jet. I'm like, you don't have a jet, but it's not here. He said, so we chartered a propeller plane.
Still a private jet, but
Yeah, we chartered a propeller plane, picked us up from Honolulu. I mean, what is that? The small
George's
Aviation.
Yeah.
Down the road. They flew over to Maui, picked us up. I called the pet store by Kalihi, Kalihi Pet Store.
Yeah, Kalihi Pet
No, we
Store.
have tons of them. I said, perfect, give me 5. So we fly in, and they cost like $20 a pigeon. And then so we buy 2 or 3, bring it back, and then we bought this cage. And he said, I love pigeons. Watch, check this out. And then the guy told me personally, hey, they need to stay here,
at
and
least for a while.
it has to be here to make
get
sure they get
acclimated.
acclimated in this home. And then he goes, that's bullshit. He takes the pigeon, kid you, and then goes like this, bro. And the pigeon flies straight to Honolulu. Like, dude, that's a $10,000 pigeon because of all what we did.
Right.
And it's, okay,
Just another day.
it's another day.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
This shows the dedication though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
oh, yeah.
We can throw some
Oh,
curveballs.
we have a lot of those.
I was working for that same client, and he was in a room. I was watching his son, and we were trying to figure out things to do because he was getting super costly. We were like renting private helicopters, going all around and doing all these crazy things. He wanted to play laser tag, so he hired a laser tag company to come in the Four Seasons area and the ballroom. He's like, this is gonna be too plain. So he hired an event company to put in dinosaurs and make this look like Jurassic Park.
Wow.
It cost 10 grand a day, and we played twice, and we had it for like a week. And he didn't want to. I was just like, why don't you just let the kids go play? You know, all these kids at the hotel, man. No. And then finally he gave in and did it. But he was getting bored, so I was like, maybe you want to come up country? We can go catch some Jackson chameleons. So I show these chameleons that 3 horns and stuff, and he's like blown away because he's never seen it before. I was like, they're wild here? I was like, yeah, they're wild here. Particularly in Makawa and Kula area. And then, so I leave, and the dad calls me up. He's like, hey, Habibi, what is this about Jackson chameleons? I was like, oh, there's this place up country where we go up. I'll just take them up there and go to my uncle's yard, and we go. And I was like, yeah, I want to do that, but that doesn't sound like enticing enough. I want it to be like Jurassic Park and jungle. And I was like, okay, let me get back to you. So I'm talking to him, and I'm talking to our concierge friend that helps him out. And he's like, what about we do this? We'll go get some helicopters. We'll land on the golf course, pick you guys up, take you guys there, land at the airport. We'll get your guys' company to pick them up. We'll go to Wainapa Napa at the state park, and then go check. They don't exist there. He's like, yeah, they do. You can make them exist. So Frankie goes to buy these chameleons and drives it out to Hana, and he's waiting for us to land. We have 2 helicopters. We go up there. We buy a cage because we're gonna guarantee catch chameleons. So he's over there, and he's dressed in like civilian clothes, and he was just like kind of pointing like, it's in this tree. So we go and we find 3, the 3 that he bought. And everybody's like, oh my God, this is so cool. By the time we left, we got about 20, 30 people inside of the bushes looking for chameleons that don't exist there. So we have these chameleons, and we get into the helicopter, and I have it in here, and I took a picture of it. Wow.
And that happened in one day.
That happened in one day.
Aw.
One
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. So the nighttime I had this time, so I was like, yeah, we got approved for, they allowed us to use 1. Blue Hawaiian we used 1 helicopter, and they're like, oh, some of his friends' mom's guys want to go too. And I was like, he's like, yeah, get another copter. And I was like, what if they don't have any, like it's busy right now. So I had to call them up, and they had to buy people out to cancel that one. That's why it was that much more money.
Wow.
And then use that helicopter to go. And yeah,
That's
we
it.
fly back on the golf course, and we have these chameleons. And a week later, it being in California, it didn't last. We
Died.
didn't take
Wow.
care of it. But yeah, that's the adventures that we go through.
That's
Just
great.
a little bit about
Yeah, just minor. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just another day. So kind of going back to COVID and what you guys shared, I mean, it was devastating for tourism and hospitality. How did you guys navigate during those times?
We got blessed with the program, the Paycheck Protection Program. We had it twice. And we looked at our guys and we said we had to pay. So they would come in, like they would do what they needed to do, and then I think what they had unemployment, and then we gave them as much hours as we could with the money that we had. But we went hiking.
We did a lot of team building.
Yeah,
We
team
utilized that
building.
time to do a lot of team building. And then another thing that we did was it was around like graduation time, and there wasn't no graduation, right? So what people did was drive-bys. So what we would do is we would have all of our cars, and then we would drive by people's parties that they would have, and then we would drive by and do like a limo drive-by.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
creative.
cool.
Yeah. And I think a lot of our employees too, we were transparent with them as far as pay and work and hours and all that. So that helped us through COVID to navigate, financially and survive the whole thing. And again, we have great employees and they're willing to sacrifice and all that kind of stuff.
And the team building helped out a lot because it just reminded everybody that like, hey man, I know we're on a downtime now. Don't give up. We still have each other. And
We definitely
because it was a
need each
scary,
other.
scary time.
Yeah.
It was a
definitely
scary
need
time.
each
We
other.
never.
Yeah, we didn't know if
We
gonna
were
open up again.
actually in the midst of literally talking about like throwing in the towel. Like what if tourism never goes back again? What's our next pivot? And we prayed about it and somehow God always comes up to bat when you really need him, and when you pray hard, and HBO called, and White Lotus was filmed.
Yeah.
And they utilized us, and they said, hey, you guys are highly recommended by the Four Seasons and by a lot of people, and we want to use you guys to transport a lot of our guests to and from the airport, and also the casting crew on filming. And we're like, sign us up.
Yeah.
And they like the governor approved us coming in to film. We're going to create a bubble. So I remember vividly, we had 4 vehicles, and it was actually 3 vehicles. So us 3 drove them in. And when we came and picked them up and we were going to the Four Seasons, just coming down that drive, I started tearing up already because a year and a half, almost 2 years later, we're like doing our first run. And when we pull up, you have all of the managers in a half moon in Four Seasons. And when they open the door, I vividly remember him saying, welcome to the Four Seasons. You're our first guest since COVID happened.
Yep.
Wow.
And like, I was like, oh man, and runs after runs, gave us that hope back, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
we had to go early in the morning, take a COVID test, come downstairs, wait for your cast member or your actor or actress you're going, and you driving out and taking them. So it was a blessing.
Yeah. God is good.
God is good.
God is great.
All the time.
Always.
All the time, guys.
Yeah,
great timing.
God is good. Sorry, water break. Throat dry.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I don't know if you can use the animals, so you gotta check on the agriculture inspection laws before we all get busted.
Oh, even with the pigeons?
Nah,
The pigeons is good.
Yeah. Nobody care.
Beat the other one that we got.
The chameleon.
The chameleon.
The pigs, you guys should be
Yeah.
able to have it though. 'Cause
The pigeons.
no, the pigs can. You know why?
Maybe just
23.
Or you can just
looking for
do
the
a
cockroach.
voiceover, rhinoceros.
Just put
Coconut beetle.
just bleep it out.
Yeah, we got many stories, but it's
That can be
we
another
can share.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if
That's
We
the
got a lot
fun
of- we
part
have a lot of
about the
NDAs.
job.
yeah, we have so much NDAs that
Yeah.
if we shared everything, I don't know if we still be in business tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's a real journey. If the cars could talk, it would be an Emmy. We would have an Emmy here.
Many films.
Many.
Wow.
So, where do you folks see TLC in the next 5 to 10 years?
That's a great question. you know, like the future for us, you know, it will probably be the same, and helping more high schools and students. You know, like I think for the limo side and what we do, I think we're right about there. Where we can't do anymore. You know what I mean? So now, you know, we're looking outside of our industry and always talk about, you know, what can we do next that can shake something up? Because we love to shake things. We love to be the outliers where we take an idea or a company or an industry and turn it upside down. And I think that's what we do best, where we can find something and do it better or more efficient. So
We'll see.
We'll see. That's the
Or
next episode.
Maybe another 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, we like, you know, going back to the beginning, taking chances, and that's what we do. So
we love taking chances.
yeah, and we have a great team. So that's
Like it allows us
Yeah.
it allows us to do these things like podcasts and doing interviews, and then it allows us to build other businesses outside of our industry. Like Beth and Stacy that holds down the office. I mean, it allows us to donate to the Las Vegas pension fund in the casinos. You know? It allows us to do that. But I mean,
It'd be
like
nice to see the future of
Yes.
us, like getting a lot of our veterans and our key workers to be partners in our company. And because right now, I mean, it would be nice to expand to other islands, but in order for us to do what we do here, what we do in Maui to say Oahu, it would be difficult because we would have to move here and we would have to implement that because that's the authenticity, right? So instead of doing that, I you know, we all talked about it as just having, you know, our guys to be partners within the business and grow it that way.
then it allows us
I
to
love that.
build other things.
Yeah.
We like challenges, you know.
Yeah.
We like new projects and we like things that make us scared. You know, we like so we have a lot of ideas. It's just right now the time is just focused onto what we have now. So but it'd be nice. It'd be nice 20 years.
Yeah.
You know,
more.
we'll be
more,
doing
more
another
sleepless
we're
nights.
doing another podcast talking about the other business.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be on TV by then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Guaranteed.
you guys
Guaranteed.
are going to be directing the memoirs of a Hawaii chauffeur.
Yeah.
We'll just use different names.
Yeah. What do you hope your story teaches others, especially young locals that want to start something of their own?
Oh man.
Oh, that's
I think everybody has something to say on that one.
Don't be afraid.
I would just say, I mean, live it to the limits and love it alive, and don't be afraid to fall down. You know, and don't be afraid to fail, because, you know, a lot of people get scared and intimidated by that, by trying to open up a business, you know, and you know, I always say do your research and make sure, you know, make sure you love what you do, because then it's never going to become work. You know, if you you know, passion is the purpose. If passion is there, you know, it's hard to fail, you know, and what you put into it is what you get out of it. You know?
Yeah.
Bottom line, there is, you know,
Absolutely.
the sad thing is a lot of the younger generation right now is they're very quick to take the shortcut to get rich and to get rich fast.
Yeah.
Instead of just nurturing your work and perfecting your craft and finding that passion and going 100%. You know, a lot of guys, they talk the 100% but give the 60%, but wondering why the result's not coming. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
Creating opportunity for yourself and not waiting for it.
Yeah.
You know, going back to your statement, go after it hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
I mean, shit, if we can do it, anybody.
Anybody
Oh.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just high school graduates.
I'm the only one. I'm the only
He's the only one that went to college.
degree. But you know, again, if you know, and I think that, because the one thing that I can tell you is we are the same person as we started this business to now, and a lot of people from clienteles to a lot of our friends can tell you the same. You know, we don't let the success get to your head, because there's always more to grow. There's always room to grow. There's always room to be better.
Absolutely.
And that's what humbles us the most. You know what I mean? With you know, the reputation that we hold and how we are in the public and in the public eyes and in our family's eyes is important to us. So we carry ourselves with that dignity, that respect, you know, and that humbleness, and you know, but at the same time, we lions and tigers in there, like, you know, put us in that position, doubt us that we can't get there.
We
don't
love
get
it.
there.
Yeah.
Humbly, we're going to get there. And
Yeah.
we're not going to rub it into your face. We're just going to get there, and we're going to
show
prove
you.
it to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And
Challenge.
for us, that's kind of, we always going to stay rooted to who we are. And that has a lot to do with our parents, you know, and how we were brought up. You know, we don't like the slipper to the back of the head. You know what I mean?
Or the rice cooker.
Or the wooden spoon.
Or the rice
Or the
cooker
belt.
to the head.
So you know, you know, credit to our parents and credit to our wives to keep us grounded and keep us there and keep reminding us, you know, and
Yeah. So you guys out there, all you kids
Listening,
that is
watching.
listening and watching, or anybody,
Anybody.
if you have a dream, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because the three of us, we are living proof of what can be and what is possible.
Yeah.
Find something that you love, doing what you love. Like Dayton said, you know, learn about it. You know, look at now. AI is gonna take over a lot of jobs. The jobs that they're not gonna take over are industries like plumbing, electricians, skilled jobs.
Yeah.
And they need hundreds of thousands and probably millions of jobs, skilled jobs, to build these things, so they can do AI. So if you guys are in a industry out of high school or getting into it, I recommend you guys learn how to weld, learn how to do electrician work, do
I see that,
plumbing, or any business.
trade
that-
work, any
Any
trade
trade
work.
work. Just learn.
Yeah.
Because at the end
AI
of the
cannot do
day,
that. Yeah.
you're not gonna fail
That's
if
it.
you don't try.
Get off the couch.
Get off the couch.
Yeah.
And it's not instant gratification. Huh?
Yeah.
It took us
Yeah.
20-something years to be where we're at,
Yeah.
and we love it.
Yeah.
We love what we do. We love it, love it, love it.
Love. Yeah, like truly.
We love the connection.
Yeah.
You know, we love
Yeah.
talking. We love sharing. We love teaching.
Because every little and big success came 100 failures.
Yep.
And that's what made the nucleus of us. And, you know, I'm proud of those failures and proud of those times where we came up short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still here. We still
Many
swinging.
times
Right?
we looked at each other like, "Bro, I'm done." You can't be done.
Yeah.
And then
You
it
guys
took
check
turns.
each other.
Yeah.
It took turns.
Yeah.
Like,
At
you
each
cannot be
other.
done.
Yeah.
No way.
Lean on each other
Yeah.
a lot.
So,
Wow. I love that.
and we just, you know, in the last week, we just bought the remaining 50% of our company from our auntie, and
Wow.
now, you know, we own 100% of it,
Wow.
and it's really, really gratifying knowingly that you
Yeah.
know that we accomplished that, because we never knew if we could, you know, being the ups and downs of the industry, and by God's blessing, you know,
Yeah.
that happened, and without Uncle Jim, we wouldn't be here, and I mean, I'm really, really grateful for that,
Yeah.
that journey, because he taught us a lot. He always says, "It's not what you make, is what you spend." And in any business, that's true. You know, like you making $1 million and you're spending $2 million, you broke. So
Yeah.
he taught us to stay right there, right in the gray area. And, you know, we do that every day. So
So how you guys gonna celebrate Vegas? Nah.
maybe
We see.
we see,
Yeah.
we see.
Okay, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go into our segment. It's called "What's the Scoops?" So it's random, any kind of questions that we're gonna be asking, and it's just whatever comes to
Unfiltered?
mind, unfiltered, whatever you want to share. You want to take us in?
Okay, so I'm gonna kick us off with if you were a car, what car would you be?
Oh, that's a good one. Huh? I don't know.
Any car?
Any car.
No.
No limit.
I would be a hybrid because like a chameleon, I can adapt to different situations.
Wow.
Right?
I think it would
The
be on.
clientele is different. I can go that way. I can go electric. I can go gas.
That's a good
Next.
one.
I think. I want to say a Lamborghini just because it's been a childhood dream of mine to get one, and it had posters all over my room.
Oh, man.
So no reference to anything, just because it's a dream of mine.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be that for me.
think
Any kind of Lamborghini, as long as I get a Lamborghini on it, I'll be happy.
I think I'll be a private jet.
No car.
I just like the elegance of it.
Yeah.
And travel and go anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow.
I want one.
Yeah. Maybe TLC.
Hey, we
Private
thought
jet.
about it.
Yeah. Never know.
It's in the memory bank.
On the
Yeah.
ground, in the sky.
Yeah, it's in the memory
On
bank.
the ground
for sure.
and the sky.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Soon.
What's the most random fact you know? It's
Um,
random.
Alaska is the biggest consumers of ice cream.
Oh.
Really?
And people wouldn't think that because it's cold. Yeah. Alaska is the number one
Interesting.
consumers of ice cream.
Random fact.
Shoot, I don't even know one. It's
I-
too.
I know one. A chicken once lived 45 days without its head.
Oh,
Oh.
Dang.
that's deep.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's
Yeah, because I think they die instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's
I
extreme.
can't beat that.
Do you know any
Yeah.
Shanztyn?
No.
No. Okay, we can go to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have one. For that one.
I don't.
Well, I think we talked about this one, but what's the most unexpected or bizarre request a client has had?
Oh.
I know you have many to add. So.
We have something we can't discuss. Yeah.
I have one. Remember RK?
Oh.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, I got a challenge for you." I said, "Sure. Can you find me a monkey?" I'm like, "Monkey?" I was like, "There's no way a monkey." Okay, what about a peacock? I said, "We can probably steal one, but I can't buy one for you."
And you made it happen.
No, I said
No.
that's one thing. I
Yeah,
said there's
that's-
one thing I would never. I can't. There's nowhere I can find you one of those.
And we'd go to jail for that.
Yeah, we'll go to jail.
1,000%. No doubt about it. Yeah.
Here's a unique one. Same guest with the chameleons and the laser tag in the room. He had his friends come over, and they're a very elite basketball team. They're one of the top ones in the nation. And so we went to go play basketball, and these kids were like, oh man, there was probably like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. And they went into Kalamu Park and they played some high schoolers, and they ended up beating them. Like, that's how good these kids were. So we ate chocolate pizza, and real quick, the dad was like, hey, G wants to go fish. He wants to catch a shark. And I was like, bro, how do you predict? So called up friends, like, hey, where you guys at fishing? He's like, oh, you guys can try hook something up. By chance, we're in the limo bus. We pull at Kiawe Kapu. They get out. We go out there. We're hanging out. Within 10 minutes, they get a strike. We pull it up. It's a freaking shark.
No way.
It's a freaking shark. And so the kids are over there trying to pull the thing in with the tail. And I was like, no. I'm like trying to go. As soon as I moved them away, the shark went. And, because they're aggressive and, you know. And it was, so after that, he was just like, can we do it again? And I was like, no. There's no way we can be able to
It's my
time
own
that.
cool.
Yeah. So it was kind of a cool experience, but like that request was like, I don't know how a lot of these things, because you don't really have much time when these requests come. It's like, I want it
Make it
yesterday.
happen.
We roll
No.
random.
Make it
We roll
happen.
random.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay.
And we want it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow. That's nuts. What song best represents your personality?
Ooh.
Me is more mellow.
Living with Vita
Love
Lopez.
song. Yeah, that one. I'm more of a chill type, so anything slow and easy.
Don't know
Sunday
why.
afternoon.
Nora Jones.
Sunday
Yeah.
afternoon kind of deal. So
I guess it depends. I don't know.
I think mine one was, what is that band that sings Firestarter?
Prodigy.
Prodigy.
It's called
Yeah.
Firestarter.
on Firestarter.
Yeah. That's
It's
totally
an
him.
England kind of tech.
You know that one?
Yeah, you know that.
That's how I am every day.
Yeah.
That's why they don't allow me in the office.
Oh man, it's a song by Lila Ike. It's called "Where I'm Coming From." I kind of play that every day. You guys should look it up. It's a really good song. It's called "Where I Come From," and I like to listen to it in the day, in the mornings, right before I start my day. It's very motivating, and it's a
Alexa,
very beautiful song.
Alexa, play
Here's a
Lily Ike.
station based on Believing Is Very Beautiful by DJ Zenta.
No, not that. Alexa.
Hey Alexa, can you play Lila Ika? Is she listening to me?
Alexa, play Lila Ika. Oh no. Alexa, play Lila Ika.
My bad, I'm sorry.
For you on Amazon Music.
No more.
Oh, God bless my dad.
You don't have it.
I want to play it now. No.
Alexa, play Lila Ika.
I'll grab my phone real quick.
Shuffling Lila Ike and similar artists
Yeah, they don't have
on
it.
Amazon Music.
Hopefully they'll play it.
What?
I can tell you right now.
This one.
No, this is not.
Okay, Alexa, stop.
I'll
Sorry
find it
about
real
that.
quick.
Is that local?
No, she's from Jamaica, I think.
Mm.
Okay, it's called Where I'm
Exotic.
Coming From.
I didn't even hear that.
Okay, Lila Ike. Okay.
Life in a day of dating the listener.
Music is everything.
Music is everything. We go through like 50 songs in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Get hear like one or two verse, then next song.
Okay, now it's me of staying humble and just giving thanks and praises and just not forgetting where you're from. So it's just like my anthem. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be Pilina's new profile
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
It matches.
song right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, last question. I know you guys all love to travel, so what's been the most memorable destination that you've been to?
I think every place that we go is memorable. These guys travel a little bit more abroad than I do, so I'll let them answer that one. But for me, wise, besides Philippines and going back home where my dad's from and where my wife's family is from, was beautiful. It was you seeing the roots and seeing everything. It makes you appreciate more. But what for me, where I went that stood out the most was probably Japan.
Love that.
The culture, the honor, the respect they have there, and everything that they do. It's just after the first day there, I looked at my wife and I said, "I want to move here, man." Like the second we went to Japan twice. The second time, I was already looking at places in Kyoto and seeing how much property was and stuff. But one day, I just love the culture over there. Is such a beautiful culture, and you see the way they work. There's tipping is not a customary thing there. So when you go over there, what you see is what you get. But when they work, they give you 100%.
Yeah.
Like they're not known for making whiskey, but they went to learn how to make whiskey in Scotland and in all these places in Ireland and came back, and they win all the awards. Like so, when they learn something and they do it at their utmost, and they smash what they do, and they take pride in what they do.
Yeah.
And for me, like I loved it. I was in the restaurant, this little tempura restaurant. The menu didn't even have any English, all Japanese, and it was all hand lettered. So when you put that Google Translate, it wasn't translating. So a guy comes over there and he's like helping me order. He's like, "You speak English?" I was like, yeah, real humble guy. And he started helping me order, and we ordered, and then I ate and with my son, and then we were eating, and then when we walked out, they opened the door and then they bowed twice. And I looked at that and I'm like, and I saw another person do that before I left, before we were done. She had edamame and like a beer, and she was there for like an hour and a half, and then they left. Usually in the United States, you see that guys will be like, "Shit, you're not making me money. Like, get them out, like move them out, like But seeing that and seeing them with the same integrity and respect from that clientele to us was like shocking to me. And then when you walk, like the escalators and the stairs, you brisk walking, you're on the left side. When you're regular walking, you're on the right side. And they go like it's instinctual. Nobody, it's natural. Like you don't see that. There's the chivalry lives all day over there, and it's a blessing to see, amidst what we see over here. Because you see even our own Hawaiian people and local people, aloha is lost a lot of times. You know what I mean? And it's sad because that chivalry and the empathy is it's kind of a lost art now. But yeah, for me that's it.
I don't know. We've been through so
Egypt?
much places.
I think it's just different.
New
every
Zealand
place.
for you, I think.
I
remember
push
you
New
telling
Zealand
me
because I had a great experience, but I think each country that you go to, you learn about the culture. So you have different appreciation for people and life in general. So you come back home, you get humbled, you be like, oh man, I see how they live, I see how we live, and you kind of mesh it together and be like, how can I be better because of that? So every destination is a learning process. So it's tough to pick for me to pick one that's memorable because all of it to me is a time frame of my life, and it's memory for me forever and whoever I'm sharing it with. So that's a tough question for me to answer, honestly.
And I think same here. I take something from every trip.
Yeah.
Thailand and
But there are great places. I mean,
Yeah, we
so
went to
many.
all over.
The world is just amazing, honestly. And that's what Hawaii is, right? And we're a melting pot of different cultures. So you get to go out there and travel and see all of that, and kind of everybody brings it here, and then we share it, right? So
I'm the same with him. There's no just one place, but if I could say it was Philippines when we were young, because it was shocking to us that these people wasn't living like us, and it was shocking to me that
it was humble.
it was humble that we bought new clothes from the
Be
Navy
specific.
Exchange here.
Be specific. We were gifted.
Yes.
Our dad and our mom bought us. At the time, it was Reebok pumps.
Yeah.
And those are like the Jordans back then, like the most expensive shoes, right? And we wore it for one day at school, and then we had to take off. So we were like, bro, nobody in the school get this, like, brah. And then when we get up there, what happens?
And then we bought clothes over here at the PX, and then we left. We went to Philippines, and my mom said, "Okay, empty your suitcase." Well, what do you mean? We're leaving everything for your family here. Like, what you mean everything? So we had to leave our brand new
shoes,
brand new shoes, everything.
and all.
Yeah, we left everything. We went home with nothing.
Wow.
And at that time, we had like Walkmans, you know what I mean? Like CD players, or whatever we had, it was just left there. And we were upset. We were upset at that, like, at the same time. So we're like, okay, cool. We were kind of upset, but on like 2 days before we left and flying back, we were like, we understood that. But I think that instilled us, and that's why we're sort of giving people, is because of that moment reminded us of, like, to these guys, it doesn't matter if they cannot even fit it. They'll put tissue paper in there. But the joy and seeing that these guys have that is just amazing, and they love American snacks, So our stepdad, when I went the last time, he was working for Pint Size in Nabisco. Rest in peace, Scott.
Yes.
And he would just give us boxes of stuff, and we would bring them in, and man, these guys would be fighting for it, But that was like the humbling thing. It was so humbling used to see that, like, your money goes so far, and then when we were over there, we're like, okay, you guys go shower, and they're like, how do you shower? It's like, grab the bucket, grab that stuff over there. You're doing this, and
cold
you flush
water.
it, and you grab the bucket. That's how you flush your toilet, and it was cold, and it's just, you got humbled to that because we didn't experience that, you know what I mean? And when we saw that, and we seen the kids selling the little chicle gums and looking at that, and we're like, okay, here, and then my uncles was like, no, you can do that, everybody gonna come, like, you can help already, go help you guys family out, don't do that, because they're gonna start surrounding you and this and that. But
It's a humbling trip.
very very humbling trip. But
At a young age.
it made us who we are today, as far as understanding the hard work and the poverty, and seeing we cannot complain about shit. What these guys are going through and what they have, and the odds is against them, and they're still happy. They want to cook for you. They want to wash your clothes. You get up, your clothes is all washed and folded. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it grounded us. Like when we came back, it was such a shock that we came back. We were different people.
Yeah.
Wow.
And hopefully I get to do that with my kids one day. We went to Japan, but not Philippines. But hopefully, I think it's a very, now they're a little bit older. And,
You have a better understanding.
And they'll have a little bit better understanding. But it was a shock for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And so sort of getting us into wrapping up, what is the legacy of Aloha that you folks hope to leave behind in this world?
No, we just was looking at that at Starbucks.
How do we answer that?
Yeah, I think it's like this, like sharing our story, our,
Sharing your manao.
sharing our story, and helping you guys or whoever listening believe in themselves.
Inspire, young people, locals.
And
If you can dream, you can make it, you can make it happen. I mean, we did it. You know what I mean? So
I think for me, wise, I think it's just the legacy. I think the TLC brand and what we have here, the legacy will always live on with all of our employees that will move on to other things after that, because they're gonna carry and instill the morals and just what we've taught them and the experiences that they've gained and the knowledge that they've learned. I think that that's that legacy, and just hoping and praying that carries on, which I'm sure it's gonna, because to work for TLC and to do the job that we do it's not for the faint of heart, and it's a challenging job in a sense because there's so much responsibility and so much going on into that. But if you can work in our industry, in our field, and deal with our clientele, you can make it pretty much anywhere. And so I think that along that legacy that we want to push on with these guys, and we've seen it. We've seen success stories with a lot of workers that came from us. Four Seasons always steals them.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
But that just sharing that and sharing our stories, our failures, our success, and having that carry on with every worker that stepped foot as part of our team. Because we always ohana, even that, we still help out a lot of other people that's left the company or need any recommendations, or we still family.
Keep in touch.
Still family.
And lastly, is there anything that you want to share? Any new business ventures that you guys have, or anything new within the company, or
How people can get in contact with you?
yeah.
For I don't even know what is our phone number.
808-891 0200.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That's
what he said.
What he said. We just you used to just press the button. Office. Hello. But I mean, we built our business with no marketing, no advertising. It was all word of mouth, worldwide. We are known worldwide through all the companies, through everywhere throughout the world. But because of who we cater to, that's 99% of our business is outside of Hawaii, and we help out our people in Maui in return. So to get a hold of us, like my brother said, what is the number?
808-891-0200. And ask for Pearson.
Uncle Ken.
Outside of my fam business, I also have a mixed martial arts gym, so we come up over here to fight sometimes. But we don't have any business. We just trying to nurture the business, and a lot of changes has happened since the fire. Tourists change, our clientele change. A lot of clientele's kids grow up, so you don't really see them as much. So we just try to look at the landscape of the game and try to keep staying ahead of the game, and just keep focusing on the service. We try to go and work with Four Seasons and go back into because they have when they hire new hirees, they go through this hospitality class and they teach them their ways and stuff. And we try to do that. We try to ground ourselves. No matter how successful you are, you always got to come back to that, and not say retrain, but just remind everybody, and you know, that complacency is a killer. So we cannot be complacent, right? So that's what we kind of focus on, and you know, but there is thoughts of doing different things. You know, it's just ideas, throwing them here and there. But right now, just the focus is that, and you know, family and him being a grandpa, and just you know, we spend so much time away from our kids and our family, that we try to balance that out even more so. But we all have a hard time doing that and being like, we always want to be in a mix and like, okay, how can we help? How can we help? But you know, just focus on more family time. And
Yeah.
We've been traveling more as the years go on, traveling more and experiencing other things with our family and stuff.
Yeah.
What he said.
What he said.
Oh, well, thank you guys so
Thank you,
much
thank
for
you, thank you.
flying
We
out here and
appreciate it.
sharing your story. And I mean, each of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and the Pilina that I have with you guys, and just thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
you
us.
for having us.
Yeah, it's been an honor.
Of
for
course.
being here.
Thank you
To the crew.
to the crew. Hey, thank you. It wasn't too bad, Ken. Yeah.
What started as a luxury transportation company became something much more. A story of three men, each with different paths, but bound by the same values: service, excellence, connection, and grit. Together, they've built more than just a business. They've created an experience rooted in Pilina, not just between them, but with every client, every driver, every story that steps into one of their vehicles. If you're heading to Maui or planning something special, connect with TLC, the Limo Company, and experience the ride yourself. Mahalo for listening. Until next time, this is Pilina.